道ないやん。
Nugget, landlubber.
足の攻撃は大したことないからゴリ押しで十分やね。 ガラス工場ないね。
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Die, newcomer!
ハエー人殺しちゃうとこうなるんや。 わからん、調べるか。
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day.
Just wanted to say hi.
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look
Oh, if that's the...
good.
Bye.
中央だけあって綺麗な街並み。持っていこうや。誰もいないんだけど。 こっちか。
Fresh fish, fresh fish. Just caught me.
Looks like this workbench was used for making frames.
A human face. Hold up, I'll unlock the door. I don't know who you are, but boy, am I glad to see a human face. What you doing here?
I'm, looking for someone. An old woman with a mirror. Have you seen her?
Huh? Oh, I mean, yeah, there's old Bethany. She comes here pretty often. Brings us food, blankets. You know each other?
Not yet. I'd like to meet her, though. You know where she is?
Yeah. It ain't good news. Bethany was in the storeroom when the wild beasts came. She locked herself in. I got a spare key, but...
But there's a catch. Am I right?
Yeah. We wounded one of them, but he's too tough. He's right outside the storeroom. She can't get out. We gotta get in there. We'll starve without those supplies. I don't think we can take him, though. I hope Bethany's all right.
Okay, I'll deal with it. See you soon. Do all mirror makers look this shifty?
They hide. They hide underwater. In the pools. In the puddles.
This used to be an okay place to live.
Some sort of treatment solution. It must be what they use to turn glass panes into mirrors. The door won't budge. The door won't budge. The door won't budge. killed the monster.
Oh, yeah. I heard the ruckus from up here. Great job, mister. Here's the key. Take anything you need, and please make sure Bethany is all right.
Oh, I will. You can count on it.
His house. Randall's house. Hold on, Hammond. We're almost there.
ここにあのでかい鏡持って行ったのか。
Someone's been stocking up. That's a thick book. Thick enough to be someone's life's work.
これ学校であった怖い話で見たことあるわ。 オールドグローブは洪水なかったのかな？
These have been here a while. Where does one find a miniature coffin like this? Life can be cruel. Life can be cruel. Would have made a better father proud. What the? No, my head. Damn it. I can't. Hey! Hey, let me out!
近づくだけですごい削られるな。
Life can be cool. Hey! Hey, let me out! Where does one find a miniature coffin like this? Somebody's been doing their homework. Biggest mirror exhibition in the history of Oakmont, including Master Randall's finest creations.
There. As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you. I will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way. These rites, they might buy me time.
Time to piece this one together.
These rites, they might buy me time. will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way. These rights, they might buy me time.
Don't do that again.
There. As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you.
Bethany set up some sort of barrier to buy time while she tries to free Hammond. I could remove it by destroying her ritual mirror. Life can be cruel.
Oh, no. You can't have him. I won't let you. You can't take the mirror. You hear me?
Bethany, calm down, please. I mean you no harm.
No, you won't take my child. Not again. I won't let you.
It's okay. We can talk about this. I know the mirror's important to you.
It's my son. My son. His soul, his very being trapped in the mirror. Cold, hungry, scared for decades. It's... Kay, it's so hard to understand. His body is dead, but his soul is frozen in glass, unable to move on or return without help. Oh, Francis thought this was merciful. Oh, the wretch.
What do you mean to do then?
I can call Hammond back into his own body. Don't judge me. This may seem unnatural, but we will be together. Everything is ready. I'm sure it will work. I only need to break the mirror to release him.
I can't go back empty-handed.
And I won't leave without my son.
It's crazy, Bethany. Even if it worked, it wouldn't be right. I'm taking the mirror to Robert.
No, you can't. I won't let you.
相変わらずすっと取っていくね。
I found a disturbing book, Mr. Throgmorton, on mirrors. It spoke of imprisoned souls. Now level with me. What is it you're after?
I suppose there's no point in being coy. I have learned that I once had a brother, Hammond. My father robbed me of him. Hammond is inside the mirror, trapped by sorcery. My father's doing? Why, I cannot guess. But he is a Throgmorton. He must be saved.
I tracked down the mirror. Was that a chase?
理
Excellent.
解ができない。
Hand it over, please. You have rendered my family and its noble bloodline a great service, Mr. Reed. Here, your reward. Earned in full, I might add.
So, now you have the mirror. What's your plan?
To find Hammond a body fit for a true-born Throgmorton. Pongo Belly seems an appropriate choice.
「ああ魔術で体変えたのかな」「この一家は」
I highly advise you to put down your gun, Mr. Reed. I highly advise you to put down your gun, Mr. Reed.
「もう一つの方も見よ。
Watch us.
no.
Bethany. It's okay.
It's my... His body is dead.
Okay. Well, I guess you've got the right to try. Go ahead. I'll have to find some way to sweet-talk Robert.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Life can be cruel.
Oh, thank you so much, newcomer. You made the right choice.
Life can be cruel. I was too late.
What? No. I expected better from you. I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
Don't waste my time, newcomer. Don't waste my time, newcomer.
Choose wisely.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I've heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
食ったらやばそう。
I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Well, we are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet. As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Oh, and how do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
And each of us has a part to play.
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD first.
Oh, you're kidding me. What for?
You need to prove yourself. Show us through your actions that you're worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
There will be.
What does EOD stand for?
Everyone's obvious duty. When we began, it also had is to help each other, but we dropped that part. It was a little bit wordy.
There will be darkness.
So, are there any benefits for joining the EOD?
We don't do this for money, Charlie. We do this because it's the right thing to do. Think of it as working towards a higher purpose.
How can I join?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well, last night someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guard scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
Fine. Count me in.
Good. Thank you. Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
See you later.
You got business here.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Can you tell me what happened? Don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane, but I wonder, why steal what you can get for...
Yeah. What did this burglar...
Same height as you. Not too big. That guy was as bald as an egg.
And what did he...
Nothing.
Where did he...
Don't know, pal.
What's the deal?
Orders from the higher...
Oh.
Here, take the...
なんでいるんだよ。
Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is. This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools. Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing. Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds. The hall's fresh, still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all.
sea protects.
I have questions.
「拷問でもやってたのかな?」
I found a hidden room full of shackles and chains downstairs. Looks like some kind of torture chamber. Know anything about it?
What? Stop talking truck. That can't be true. I know this place top to bottom.
Now, Daryl, you know I'm a detective. And if you're lying, I'm going to find out one way or another.
I've got nothing to do with it, I swear, Mr. Reed. Go ask Anna. She's responsible for renting the place. I know nothing about this.
Okay. I'll talk to Anna. We'll see if your story holds up. See ya.
May the sea protect you.
Burn your eyes clean. Please help a fella out. I'll take anything you got. Please help a fella out. I'll take anything you got. Choose wisely.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
See you later. So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling. That's a fancy-looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. It could be dangerous.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
Just a little bit more. Oh, no. I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this. Just a little bit more. Oh, no.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us. Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this. Just a little bit more. Oh, no.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them. Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
You dig up anything interesting?
I sure did. Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay, this is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
Anna will quarter you. You're joking about that, right?
Wish I was. Anna, she's ruthless when it comes to punishing the guilty, EOD member or not.
That's unexpected. Huh. Look, nothing personal,
Okay.
If it's that bad, maybe you should...
You don't understand, Mr. Reed.
See ya.
May the sea protect you.
"自分の良心ってどういう意味?"
Your vote is your choice. Choose wisely.
Take as much as you
I've
need.
got news about...
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the store. I realize it's a lot to take on Faith.
See, protect us.
I don't know. But I aim to...
We need to stop distributing the fish.
Any theories on who might have done this? Any...
The EOD has a lot of... It could be anyone. It could be the police, the Ku Klux Klan, see, take them, or even the Throgmortons. We were always a thorn in the side of those apes.
What do you want me to do with the
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police in court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome. If you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due.
いいこと言うね。
Goodbye, Charlie.
See you later.
「大学あるんだ学生さんかわいそう」
Extra, all the news that's fit for print.
アドベントは華やかだね。
Hello. Welcome to Oakmont University Library. Joy Hayden. Can I help?
Charles Reed, private investigator. I apologize for my bluntness, but can I ask you a question?
Mouth?
Yeah.
Punishment. Long story.
Again, sorry for me being so direct, but that can't be legal, can it? This looks like... it looks like torture.
Legal in Oakmont. Local custom.
Huh. I need to see your book catalogs.
Sure. Over there.
And that's it? No payment, no threatening, no favors in return?
No. Library public. Knowledge for everyone. Welcome.
Well, that's music to my, eyes. This city doesn't look like it has much need for books, except as fuel for fires. How come the library is in such good shape?
Mr. Throgmorton. Funds. Keeps everything in check.
Really? Huh. I wouldn't have thought that of him. I wonder why.
He says people need hope, entertainment, escapism. Now more than ever, can't imagine library without his help.
Bye, Joy. Door won't budge.
something you like. Cheaper than the rest. Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Right, paper. Extra, extra. All the news that's fit.
大学ってどこだ？
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy paper. Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister. Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
ノーヒントで大学の場所とかわかるわけないだろ。
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
So, if I do a little pest control for you...
大学にも出てるのか。マジで軍隊なんとかしろよ。
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Ha. こいつ保管してるのかよ。
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here? kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it. Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded. I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I? So very tempting.
爆弾2個でやられるならまだ楽な方だね。
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Okay. I've done my...
頭おかしいんじゃねえかこいつ。
Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key.
渓谷で住む時代なのね。
Upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last...
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
Can you film me?
Of course.
There's some kind of...
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
I'll see you... I'd like to know...
What do you...
I want to...
He's the head of our department. He's been here for... As you've already seen, he's particular...
Yeah, that's...
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret...
Some secret should stay buried. 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you?
What can you
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. His biochemistry studies are second to none, worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete...
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent.
I'll see you later. Budge.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
ふん。
The door won't budge. These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest. Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Stop bothering me, newcomer.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest. Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
The door won't budge.
I loved you. I always loved you.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here. This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it. Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around? This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
George?
I don't care what your...
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What did she mean, blessed by the sea?
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Perhaps not coincidentally.
No, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
まあ手伝うよ。
Your agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Ah, I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look, I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why. So, have you made up your mind?
Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin. Be very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
Yes? Do you need something? What is it?
まあそうなんだろうけどひどい言われようだな W。植えないようにした後が問題だからな。
Hello again, Daryl.
See me praised. Sure.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
Bah, I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place, forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May this see.
今回は親切ね。
It's done. The fish have been poisoned.
Perfect. This will make a decisive blow to the EOD in Oakmont. You've done a great thing, Mr. Reed.
So, what's next on your to-do list?
What we've already accomplished should be more than enough. After I see the EOD in ruin, I'll turn myself into the police. I'm aware of being guilty of several crimes. The least being theft and the most severe
これなら納得できる。
mass murder. I won't hide from my fate.
Well, that's something, at least.
I don't want anyone else to suffer my fate. And I certainly don't want anyone else blamed for my crimes.
Your contact better be worth the trouble, George.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market. His name's Fred. You'll need to tell him a password.
Oh, you're kidding me. Passwords? Again?
Oh, yes. We decided to use this EOD feature against them. Ironic, don't you think? Funny, even.
Right, funny. Yeah, I think I just split my sides laughing.
Anyway, the password is, the sea is a cruel mistress. Good luck.
You know anything about Harriet Doe? A professor from the university.
Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Brilliant anthropologist. It was always a pleasure to read her articles. Is it her you're looking for?
Yeah. She participated in Throgmorton's little, expedition to the depths. That's where the EOD captured her.
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the university must have become a hobby for them. Freaks.
Bye. Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
It's funny, you know. The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon?
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it?
もう1900年代だぞ。
I've seen some of the city now. Am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it. You've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you. Go! Quickly now!
は、こいつら巨人にでもなるのか。
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you. I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
Stay safe.
little bird told me there are people in Oakmont who can help me leave town.
Maybe, maybe not. What makes you think I know anything?
I've heard they're having a wake for Toothless Bob here.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove you ain't some gumshoe.
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out.
Okay. What about a little favor? Nothing fancy, don't worry. I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown. Find out what's taking him.
Got it.
One more thing. If you don't find him, bring the package back, will ya?
Bye.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Left by something heavy with wheels. The blood's almost dry. Empty, but reeks of gasoline. I've seen ashes like this before. Well, that's one way to get rid of a corpse.
You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their history. Get 'em, boys. No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this. Drock! Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way? Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Time to figure this out.
You're done, kid. No mercy, boys. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Drock! Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way? Drock! Whose idea? You're done, kid. No mercy, boys. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Someone was looking for a crate here and was brutally killed. The crew that did it were headed up by a guy in a wheelchair. Well, I found your courier. I hate to break it to you, but he's...
What? Okay, I'm dead. He might think I was in on it.
He? Who's he?
The boss.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Nay, I'll handle it. But take my advice. The boss is the only man who can arrange a bon voyage. Don't do anything to make him unhappy. There, on newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks. Here's your water of life.
Shh, keep it down, pal. Not too shabby, newcomer. You deserve a reward for this.
Bye.
Hey, fella. What do you do when you see a dog? Pet it or kick it away?
As much as I'd love to chat,
一番下草。
Sunshine, I just need to talk to your boss.
Wait. Don't hurt my feelings trying to avoid me like that. It ain't happening, pal. Answer the question.
I'd kill it, because the dog's rabid.
Right you are. You're a new one, huh? Come with us.
Just take me to your boss.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits. Just calm down. No need for violence.
Who are you, and what the drock do you want? And let's be quick about it, kid. I don't have the whole damn day.
Let's just say I'm a private detective and leave it at that.
Cocky, ain't you? So be it, kid. I have a pretty good idea who you might be. You were working for Throgmorton, right? So, what do you want?
I want to smuggle a man out of the city.
A lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed. It won't be easy. And, like everything in life that's worthwhile, it won't be cheap.
So, what's it gonna cost me?
Normally, I wouldn't do drock for a newcomer. But you're doing business with that old ape-lover Throgmorton.
なんで出れねえの?
I think that's interesting. That tells me you're worth something, kid. Now, I have a job needs doing, but it needs to stay between the two of us.
Guess I have no choice. So, what do I need to do?
First things first. My name's Brutus Carpenter, rightful head of the Carpenter family. Second thing, someone tried to kill me a week ago.
You're not asking me to track them down and kill them, are you?
No, kid. I've got hatchet men if I need them. And I don't want to kill them anyway. I just want to know who was gunning for me and why. Yeah, I know how it sounds. But after I almost died, I realized that being a hard case isn't the only option. I want to try to do things differently.
All right, color me interested.
極道って W マハイやっていいなよ。
Woke up in the crematorium inside a rolled-up carpet. I had this tag on my toe like some cadaver, and I was covered in this weird rancid slime. I managed to get myself out of there. But what I saw once I got home...
And?
Me, kid. Some palooka wearing my face, and walking out my front door like all was well with the world. So I decided to get out and hole up here. Gathered a small company and pulled myself together.
What was your last memory before the crematorium?
I can remember clearly a dinner I had a week before the incident. After that, only bits and pieces. I remember writing something in my diary. I don't recall what, except it was important. Those notes could tell us how it all started.
And I suppose that diary's still in your manor.
Exactly, kid. In a strongbox in my room. You have my permission to crack it if it's necessary. I'll write you the address.
Any thoughts on who'd want to do this to you?
It must be someone close to me, so I can't trust anyone. I haven't even contacted my son Graham. Normally I'd get him to solve this. I'm vulnerable now. I can't risk exposing myself. Another good reason to bring in an independent contractor.
You must have tried to do something about this imposter already.
Of course I did, kid. I wouldn't be asking for your help if this was just a walk in the park. My people said they killed that other me. It didn't change a thing. I guess they got the wrong guy.
So where would I find the city's crematorium?
Of course you don't know. You're a newcomer after all. Here's the address.
I got it.
オークモントさんより親切だわ。
It appears you're quite capable of standing without aid. So why the wheelchair?
Does your curiosity always beat out your courtesy? I'll tell you if it makes you happy. I'm old. Some days I feel tired.
You mentioned your son, Graham. Can you tell me more about him?
Graham? Why would you care? He has nothing to do with this.
You sound pretty sure about that.
Of course. Graham is too honest. And since the end of the war, he turned into a real bleeding heart.
It's become a bit of a headache, actually. Of course, we've had our differences, especially about the family business, but he would never hurt a fly, let alone me.
Goodbye.
How are you doing, handsome?
この街で初めて気のいい人に出会えた気がする。
Whoa, what gives?
Yeah, top marks for quantity, but so much for quality. Even my gear's in better shape.
A little blackmail, a little larceny, a worthwhile scrap or two, just like the old days.
Do you like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
I can't imagine it ended well for whoever lost all this blood.
Good day to you, kind sir. I hope that angels will be more merciful to you than they were with me. Oh, poor me.
Did something happen?
Some Danes robbed the graves in the cemetery. If I don't find the body soon, but I have no idea where to start.
I can help you. I'm quite experienced at finding people.
Oh, thank the angels, kind sir. I'll repay you, I will. And you don't need to muck up your suit lugging bodies round, sir. I can do that. Just... Oh, tough times have come, I see.
these bites are fresh. Ah, poor guy. His death wasn't fast. Ugh, what a stench. Whoever held this poker has got to be covered in slime. And judging by the dried blood... The door won't budge. Someone tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy. Ugh, and stinks.
I need to get out of here before he comes round. What by the Engels is going on? Where am I?
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
What by the Engels is going on? Where am I? I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
What by the Engels is going on? Where am I? I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Brutus was brought in by some group who had to deal with the crematorium worker. So, Brutus woke up, knocked the guy out cold, and escaped. Very neat. Someone spent a lot of time opening it. All these bites are fresh. Poor guy. His death wasn't fast.
Well, tough times have come, I say.
Coffin was barely covered with dirt. A gravedigger could do a better job. Coffin was barely covered with dirt. A gravedigger could do a better job.
今日はここまでにしとくか。